lovelies, happy new year! It is officially 2014 and my OCD can finally rest because the year is now an even number. Joy, joy, joy. Now, let me apologize first and foremost because we have a ton of family friends over, so you will hear a lot of screaming and yelling. As you may be able to tell from back here, I do have a ton of things that I am going to be talking about. I might actually have to split this into two videos, beauty and personal favorites, just because this is for the entire year, so I have a lot of things to share with you. However, because I've talked about some of these things so often, I'll probably just say what they are and not go too deep into the explanation of why I like it so much, because you guys probably know by now why I like it so much. And if not, you can always look at my past videos and look at the monthly favorites and see more in-depth reviews on those products, or if you want to hear a little more about it, just feel free to comment below, and this way I can make the video just a little shorter and easier to get through. I'm actually going to start with skincare because it was one of the highest requested things for me to talk about this year and I just never got to it. Also, it's just been something I've never actually focused on too much, so I definitely want to share these products because they have absolutely saved my skin. I used to have really bad acne and just terrible issues with, you know, large pores, oily skin, uneven hyperpigmentation, every single thing you can have a problem with, I had. And I still have acne scars and stuff like that. So this entire line really has just saved my skin completely, and it's from Alba Botanica. I have these 4 products to share with you right now, but every single thing in their line is absolutely incredible. What I usually do in the morning, I don't like to use anything too harsh on my skin just because it's always good to let the natural oils build up overnight, and in the morning you don't want to do anything like a scrub or anything, because if you over cleanse your skin, your body is going to produce more oil than it needs and cause more breakouts and stuff like that. So you always want to find a good balance and not overdo it with your skincare. So I mostly give my skin a really good wash at night just to remove all the makeup and get ready for bed and have everything set. And in the morning I just do a really light wash, either using my tea tree hand soap or just something a little less harsh, like I said. But this is a good alternative if you don't want to just use a soap. And it's the Acnedote Deep Pore Wash, and even after you rinse, it's supposed to keep helping fight acne, obviously. It has salicylic acid, and this is maximum strength. It doesn't have parabens, phthalates, or synthetic fragrances, and it's vegetarian ingredients. This is absolutely incredible. It does kind of lather a bit, especially if you use something like a Prosonic, but it's a very thin liquid, so it comes out, a lot of it comes out, but you will never run out of this. I still have a bottle from a long time ago. And you can actually get these on, I'm going to write down 2 websites down here where you can get them on sale, and I know one of them is Vitacost, and there's another one that I think is called White Rabbit that I just recently found. And then I have this natural Acnedote face and body scrub, and it's basically the same exact thing but in a scrub form. What I love about this scrub though is that the little particles of the scrub are not very thick, so it's not too harsh on your skin and it doesn't hurt more than actually heals, which is great. It is like a poop color, which is kind of weird. It kind of looks like mud, but it smells amazing. All of these products smell very minty and fresh, and I absolutely love this scrub for face and body. And the fact that the scrub is a little more gentle for your face makes it really great to use as well. I used to use the apricot scrub from St. Ives before I went cruelty-free, and I noticed that it was actually enlarging my pores, so this has actually helped them get to a better state, and it definitely cleans all of your makeup off as well. If I ever want spot treatment, I just use this invisible treatment gel, and I promise you the next day my pimple's gone, if not incredibly subsided, so it's awesome. And then for my uneven skin, I use this Even Advanced Deep Sea Facial Mask. This mask does burn a little bit at first, but then it feels really cooling and great, so you can kind of tell that it's actually working really well. But what I love about it the most is the smell. It's absolutely incredible. And this also doesn't have like any sulfates or the harmful sodiums and things like that, so I highly recommend this line for skincare. It has absolutely cleared up my skin. I used to get hormonal breakouts before my periods really bad, and I really haven't gotten any breakouts, and if I do, these help to control them like crazy. So yeah, I can't say enough about this line. Another kind of random bath item is going to be my toothpaste, and I've been using Jason's Sea Fresh Anti-Plaque and Strengthening toothpaste. I used to use Tom's, but as you guys know, they have third-party testing, so I was trying to find a better one, and this one's actually a lot better on my gums. It's not as harmful, because I was seeing that the sensitivity of my gums was worsening with the other toothpaste I was using, and this one is definitely awesome if you have sensitive gums or sensitive teeth in general. For deodorant, this is actually something I have not talked about yet. It is the Primal Pit Paste. It's a natural deodorant stick, and this one is an orange dreamsicle. This one's actually for kids, but because it has non-aluminum baking soda in it, I wanted to get the one for kids because it would be a little less harsh for me. And I'm kind of on the fence right now because I absolutely love this. It's one of the only natural deodorants I've actually tried that keep odor away. And the orange dreamsicle scent is incredible, and on top of that, it's not too overpowering, so you're not going to smell like, you know, way too sweet. It just works so well, and you just kind of let it warm up under your armpit for a couple seconds and then do a couple of dabs and you're good to go. And it has some oils in it as well. Let me see here. It has shea butter, coconut oil, the non-aluminum baking soda, beeswax, arrowroot powder, essential oils, sweet orange, and vanilla. And it's organic essential oils. And that's it. Those are all of the ingredients. It has no aluminum, obviously, no parabens, and it's cruelty-free. So I'm in love with this product. However, my skin did get irritated from it, which is something they do warn that could happen. So I'm still kind of trying to get my skin used to it. Obviously, after years of using a horrible deodorant, my skin's probably just trying to adjust to this one. So I'm still gonna give it a try and hope that it adjusts to my skin because it's incredible, and it just lasts like, for me it lasted about 2 days straight, so it's been awesome. For the rest of these products, it's mostly going to be makeup, so I'm just going to skip through everything and just say really short things about it because it's already going on for too long. But those few products were the ones that I've never talked about that I really wanted to talk to you guys about the most. So now I'm going to stop rambling and just kind of tell you guys what my favorites were for beauty for this year. For my moisturizer that I put under my makeup, I love my Boscia. I'm never going to get one that's as good as this. I've tried a million other ones and I always go back to this. It's oil-free, has daily hydration, and SPF 15. It is the perfect oil-free lightweight moisturizer if you have oily skin to wear underneath your makeup. It is a bit pricey, but this bottle has lasted me all year and I still have a good amount to go, so it's definitely worth the money. I kind of even use it as a primer. I don't apply a primer other than this because it helps minimize your pores, and it does actually feel really good underneath makeup as well, like I said, so love this. For foundation, you guessed it, the two that I've been using all year as usual was the e.l.f. Acne Fighting Foundation. Holy grail for sure, super cheap and full coverage, works incredibly well. And the other one is the BB cream by the Drew Barrymore's Flower line. Also has full coverage, believe it or not, and it's incredible. So these two have been my top favorites for my face. Then I set it with my NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat Powder Foundation, and mine is in nude, which is a bit too dark for me, but it does help color correct, like I mentioned in my previous favorites video, I think it was. So I've been really loving this. If my pores are looking a bit bigger than usual or something like that, I do use my NYX Pore Filler before applying the foundation, which works extremely well for me. And lately for contour, I've been using my Bahama bronzer that I recently got in the mail from Outlook. It took a freaking month to get here, or actually over a month, and it was pretty ridiculous, so I'm really disappointed with Outlook lately. But for the Balm to be half, or I think it was 50 to 75% off, I had to jump on it. So I've been using this for contour, but since I am fair skinned right now, I use a very light hand. For cheek color, I use my NYX Blush in Peach, which is really more of like a fuchsia color, but it's really beautiful. It gives a very natural flush without overdoing it and, you know, making you look like a clown. And then of course my Luminoso Baked Blush from Milani. This is just absolutely gorgeous on my skin for fair skin, and I also do think it would work really well if you have darker skin tone. It's just one of those things that you can either use a heavy or light hand with and get the amount of coverage that you want with blush. So it's really beautiful, gives a perfect sheen to your skin without adding glitter. So if you have oily skin, this is definitely a good blush for you if you just want a little bit of dewiness without looking oily. If I ever want to highlight my face, I use my Mary Luminizer, and I also recently got this from Outlook. And you guys have already seen this highlighter everywhere probably, but I also kind of use it as an inner corner highlight and an eyeshadow. So I've been really loving this. It's a gorgeous kind of champagne shimmer, but without being glittery once again, so it's really beautiful on the skin. And before I move on to eyes, I just want to quickly show this Avalon Organics Vitamin C Renewal Cream, and this has been incredible for my skin at night. I used to use the Say Yes to Cucumbers night cream, which I still absolutely love. It smells so good. I don't know what it is with me and orange scents lately, but I've been absolutely loving it, and I love this one so much. It's so good for your skin. You can definitely tell that it's making a difference, and it says it helps provide photo aging defense. Obviously no parabens, no animal testing and vegetarian ingredients, 70% organic content. It helps smooth lines and wrinkles too. So if you wanted, you know, a lighter wrinkle cream, this would be a good one as well. Okay, now let me just go ahead and skip to eyes. I've been using Comfort Zone by Wet n Wild. This is the perfect everyday palette for me. I use it all the time. And of course my Baked Berries from Physicians Formula. I use that burgundy color right there on my crease all the time, and it's gorgeous, especially if you're wearing a red lip. It helps tie together the whole look, so it's awesome. Sorry if I'm talking really fast, but I'm just trying to get as much as I can in this video. I will not be purchasing the Naked 3 palette because Urban Decay is not cruelty-free any longer. They are under L'Oreal now, so I will not be giving any of my money to that company. Another new item I've recently tried that I've been in love with is e.l.f.'s Makeup Lock and Seal. It came with this cute little brush and a little pot to place it in as well. I think this is a dupe for Max Fix Plus, but like I said, I don't have any MAC things, so I can't really say for sure, but this is incredible. It definitely helps get the pigmentation on your skin really well. It does harden your brush a little bit, so if you're gonna use it on one of your favorite brushes, you will have to clean it after, but it's not that big of a deal for me. And it definitely helps pick up all the color that you want, and it stays on all night, so this is really awesome. For concealer, I've still been using my Glamouflage by Hard Candy for any blemishes, and then underneath my eyes I've been using Sonia Kashuk's Take Cover Concealing Stick in Dawn. This brightens under my eyes and gives coverage, but it's still creamy without creasing. It's just the perfect concealer for me right now. And I know for mascara I've mentioned a couple all the time, or I mean these are the ones I mention the most anyway, because they are my favorites, which is Wet n Wild's Mega Length and Jordana's Best Length Extreme. This I still use on a daily basis, but now I pair it with a different one instead of Wet n Wild's. I still love this one a lot, but I've just found one that I like a lot more. It's e.l.f.'s 3-in-1 mascara. It's supposed to lengthen, define, and volumize, and it does all of that. The brush is what really got me. It's awesome. It has a little dome spike on the very top, and it's one of those like plastic spiky brushes, so it really helps get into all of your lashes. If you have a problem with straight lashes, this is ideal for you because it curls really well and it holds the curl. It's almost like a waterproof mascara, but without being a hassle to take off. So this is like the perfect mascara for me right now. And like I said, I do pair it with Jordana's mascara just to give it a little more volume, but this on its own is absolutely beautiful as well. I'm just gonna pick up the rest of the items that you guys have heard a million times before and quickly go through what they are. And it's the e.l.f. Wet Gloss Lash and Brow to keep my brows in place. It's perfect. Anastasia's Brow Wiz in Medium Ash has been giving me the most beautiful brows I've ever had in my life, and I actually get complimented on them all the time now. You might not be able to see it from this video, but yeah, brows are probably my most difficult thing to do on my own. I'm really bad with them. I've never filled them in before or shaped them, and now that I do, I've been in love with this product. It's so easy to use. NYX's Wonder Pencil and Jordana's Fabuliner, another thing I use on a daily basis. And then NYX's little dome brush or crease blending brush that I found at Nordstrom Rack that you guys heard me talk about as well. Okay, and we're actually to the last few products now, and they're gonna be some lip products. If I want something that is like your lips but better, I reach for this one. Oh, I forgot the name. I think it's called Oat or Hot Honeysuckle, and it's by Flower Beauty. It's almost like Revlon's butter, what are they called? Like butter lipsticks, whatever those are called. Like I said, it gives like the your lips but better look while moisturizing your lips as well, and it's awesome. I've been loving it. For color, if I want like a dramatic lip, I've been loving using Jordana's Cabernet Easy Liner. Underneath Ferguson Crest Cabernet, something like that, but it's like the perfect purple plum color, and I get compliments when I wear this all the time as well. So if I ever want a more vampy lip without being way too dark, I reach for this. And then the one that I have on now is the one that I mentioned to you guys, that is the I almost said it again, Ruby Woo dupe in MAC, and it's Perfect Red by NYX. It's one of their matte lip colors, and it's another one that I reach for all the time. So these three, depending on what look I'm going for, are definitely the ones I've been using most. hopefully I didn't forget anything, but that's about it for my beauty favorites. I'm going to mention the nail polishes and my personal favorites, so tune in for that if you'd like to see what polishes I've been liking this year, and a bunch of extra goodies like books, records, mugs, and fun stuff like that that I like talking about. So if you'd like to see my personal favorites, go ahead and visit that after you watch my beauty favorites, which is now over. I hope you guys have a great new year. Thank you so much for your support this year. I love you all so much with all my heart, and I'm so sorry for all of that. Bye!